Good evening from TD Ameritrade Park in Omaha. I'm Jim Holder. The College World Series resumes on Monday, but Mississippi State's season ended on Saturday night with a 5-2 loss to Oregon State. Next up for Ole Miss, a return to non-conference action, a home game next week against Kent State. Reporting in Oxford, Jim Holder, WTVA 9 Sports. Both Mississippi State and Iowa's football teams went through walkthroughs in Raymond James Stadium on Monday. Off the field, a lot of activities going on, a battle of the bands. Also a big parade in Ybor City, a part of Tampa. Even though Mississippi State's season ended short of the Final Four, the Bulldogs still had a lot of great moments. 33 wins, a trip to the Elite Eight, the SEC regular season, and tournament championships. Good evening from Amory. It is high school football jamboree time. A lot of them going on throughout the area. These preseason scrimmages, teams are tired of hitting each other, so they're hitting each other tonight at least a little bit.
Our first game of the week for this year is Corinth at Shannon. WTVA Sports Director Jim Holder is joining us live with a preview.
Emily, we're expecting an outstanding matchup here tonight for our Game Day Haircuts and Spa Game of the Week. It is indeed Corinth at Shannon, two outstanding teams, two teams that wear red and black, so they've played each other for several years in a row now.
Now, WTVA Sports with Sports Director Jim Holder.
The state community college football season has kicked off. ICC was looking to defeat Pearl River for the fourth straight year. The Indians' previous 3 wins this series have all been close and high scoring. To Fulton we go. Sean Cannon's team down 7-6 in the second quarter. Defense hanging in there though. Wildcats driving, but Itawamba AHS product Jamal Shumpert coming up with that fumble recovery, and that would stop that drive. And these ladies thought that was a nice play. Yes, they did. Later, Pearl River driving again, but Terrence Humphrey picked off by Sylvante Oliver, and that is going to be a 50-yard pick six. Return for the touchdown. ICC with a 13-7 lead, and Chop Nation is fired up, but with less than a minute to go in the first half. One more drive for Pearl River. 4th and 2 on ICC's 29. Humphrey finds Harrison Ashby for the touchdown. 14-13 Pearl River at halftime. Wildcats got a touchdown with 16 seconds left to win 35-31. ICC will now visit East Central next week. Northeast also opening with a team that it faced to start last season. Southwest rallied to defeat the Tigers in Summit in 2018. Northeast is getting some votes in the preseason national poll. To Tiger Stadium we go, where it was Military Appreciation Night. The cheerleaders are ready for this one. Early in the first quarter, Northeast freshman quarterback Jack Mangles scrambling, finding the veteran sophomore Carson Banks right outside the 10-yard line. Tigers will go for a field goal. All-state selection Michael Bogus, the 28-yarder. Tigers on the board. He's a Corinth native. Northeast up 3-0. 3 minutes left in the second quarter. Sean Dalton Weatherby leaving the Bears behind, getting the crowd on its feet. 72-yard touchdown. Aaron Wilson don't get run over. First career carry for the Thrasher product. Tigers up 10-0. Weatherby's second touchdown gives Northeast the win, 19-13 in overtime. Tigers will visit Copiah Lincoln next Thursday. Any athlete will tell you it takes time to prepare for competition. For bodybuilders, it takes a very long time. One bodybuilder in Tupelo is prepared for years to achieve his goal.
Okay.
Daryl Young enjoys his job as a barber. He's been cutting hair for around 25 years.
Please take the 2019 NBC Universe Overall Over 40 Bodybuilding Championship to competitor number 41, Daryl Young. Congratulations.
But Daryl Young's passion is bodybuilding, and after winning an overall championship recently at a show in New Jersey, he's now officially a professional.
I was doing local shows first, but I started doing the national shows about 5 years ago, and last year I finally made in the top 5, which that's a big thing when you're dealing with people from other countries, and I made it in the top 5. So this year I went back, actually brought a better package, and I worked harder.
Young played football at ICC, and after his playing days ended, he continued to work out.
Coming in here every day, I just say, you know what, I'm coming here every day working hard. I need to have a goal or something. So that what made me get into that, having a goal, getting in the body. That's what made me get into bodybuilding. Squeeze.
At 47 years of age, Daryl Young is proving you're never too old to accomplish your goals.
Set goals in your life. I don't care what it is, but set goals in your life. Now, when you set the goals in life, you need to have discipline. You got to have discipline. And that's the key, because if you don't have discipline, then you're not going to make it through the tough times, and because it's going to get tough.
Daryl Young's barbershop is called So Fresh and So Clean, and he works out at Premier Athletics. Young is about to start preparing for his first pro bodybuilding show It's Labor Day weekend in 2020 in Pittsburgh. It's a Wednesday afternoon practice at East Webster High School. The boys and girls basketball teams are in the middle of their season. They're last under head coach Michael Seeger. In April, Seeger and his family will leave for a 2-year mission trip to Uganda.
Kelly and I have both been on previous short-term mission trips, and after doing a Bible study at our church, we began to pray about doing long-term missions, and we felt the Lord was leading us to do that. And as we began to pray, doors began to open and opportunities began to present themselves. And Kelly and I will be serving as co-directors of the House of Hope. The House of Hope is a home for vulnerable children, otherwise known as an orphanage. But we will also be, I'll be the headmaster of a school.
Since announcing they would be leaving, the family has been busy packing and selling belongings. Seeger has also made sure the program would be in good hands. His former mentor, John Ginn, has been assisting this season and will succeed him as head coach. Ginn has also been involved in ministry for 20 years.
I just encourage him because, you know, if the Lord calls you somewhere, he's going to provide what you need, whether it's financial, whether it's safety. And so I know he's going where the Lord's called him to go. And so my advice to him is just go with your whole heart and, you know, just know that the Lord's going to take care of you.
Seeger's players say they were shocked to learn he would be leaving, but they say they plan to make the best of it while he's still with them.
It's Coach Seeger's last season here. I think it motivates all of us to make it a great one for him and a great one for us.
It's kind of good, you know, that people do good things like that for other people, because right now he's about to get ready to leave all of his family and friends behind, you know, just going to do a good job.
Seeger says some of the players have talked about coming to visit Uganda to help with the ministry, and he hopes the mission trip will inspire others.
We just want to honor the Lord with our obedience, and we hope that people will see His love by our, by our time and ministry there in Uganda. And we also hope that our willingness to go will encourage others here to see the gospel as worthy of being obedient, and that there's a world full of people who need to know about the love of Christ.